I had heard some country songs that had so much like soul and the organic instruments and the R&B flavors and stuff that I grew up on. I saw such a resemblance of those songs in these new country songs that were being made. And I was like, I really love this. I want to write songs like this. I felt like there was like wholesome songs that I could write that weren't, you know, about being in the club or being about, you know, different things that some of the hip hop songs were being about. And I wanted to write songs more like that, just love songs. And when the Rob Thomas song came out, my people in LA said, we can get you more opportunities if you come to LA. So I drove to LA. I was gonna fly there, but I drove because I wanted to stay there. So I stayed, and within a few months of being there, I hooked up with Kevin Griffin. We wrote Stuck Like Glue, which he ended up sending to Sugarland, and it became a big breakthrough country song. So that put me into the country field. Though I wasn't in Nashville, I did it in LA. Thank the good Lord. You never know how he's gonna work. Like, I started to get the attention of the record labels since I had written a couple hits. But at that time, I felt like you should have noticed me before I wrote these hits. And I got to see the inner workings of a lot of the labels, and I felt like they weren't gonna really be behind me like I wanted them to, and weren't gonna really see the vision that I had. Because I always felt like I wanted to do something new, and they didn't want to do anything new. They wanted to do what they had already seen. The biggest global song I wrote was One Call Away for Charlie Puth. I got a chance to hook up with him. So I felt like it was okay for me to leave LA now. Came to Nashville. Because of Stuck Like Glue, I had been knowing Missy Gallimore. She had always told me to move down here to Nashville, but I didn't really want to commit and make the full move. So I did, and then when I did that, everything started clicking. Like, she was like, you're having the most success here. You know, I had a hit with Billy Currington down here. I started writing with Kane Brown, and started having hits with him. Things were going great in Nashville, so she was like, let's just write for you. And, you know, you always wanted to do this country music, just sing it yourself, and I'll set you up with all these great sessions. And so she started doing that, and I started writing with all like the top writers in Nashville, put together a project. And then she took me to Warner, where I met Chris Lacey, and she was all about it from the beginning. It was the first place we went, and we talked around to a couple other people in Nashville, but we knew Chris Lacey understood it, and she understood like the whole broad spectrum of what I wanted to do. And I already was like, not want to even deal with record labels anymore at that time. I was wild, but they helped me to see that everybody's not like that, and that this company was like really solid. And now the project is amazing. We got a whole album that's gonna be out soon. I got some special guests on there. I got some special treats on there, and so that's the story.